Hey everyone, welcome to fairybloodtarot. How are you guys? Let's do a collective flow reading where we get messages and guidance from the spirit. And I won't ask any question at this time. We will just let the flow happen and see what's coming up. So I'll get four cards from four different decks and build my reading on that. Yukesh, gelişkom. Yorun, gelişkom madem. Yukesh. 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 Yeah. So let's get into it. But before I get into it, I just wanted to smell some Blue Lotus essence, you guys. I just got this from Egypt. Believe it or not, it's coming directly from Egypt. There is a woman in Turkey. I live in Turkey. Who has built, a business around essences, different essences like rose and stuff like that. And it was a coincidence. I found her page on Instagram, and I told her, do you have Blue Lotus, because that's what I'm focused on at this time, and I cannot really find it in Turkey. And she surprisingly said, I am just going to Egypt to study this plant and how I can, do it in Turkey, etc. She realized it's all about geography, so she told me afterwards, it's not the same when you. It's all about geography, so it's not the same when you do it in Turkey or let's say in Britain or Singapore. It's all about the soil in Egypt and stuff like that. So when she comes back from her visit, she brings back only two of them. And I was like, I have seen her post about this, and she said, I only have two. And I was like, okay, like I have to get it. And it was just sheer luck, I got it. So it's from Egypt, you guys. I just wanted to show. There is still a lot, and yeah, like it smells so fresh. So anyways, let's get into it. Let's get some cards in the flow. Yeah. They say time is money, but really, when you constrain money onto time, you basically bury yourself. Bury yourself. I guess I was just inspired to say this. Maybe it's related to this reading, but I don't know. So I'm thinking about materialism, capitalism, and trying to accrue a lot of material to make oneself happy. So the devil card in tarot. But something about that. Yeah. Anyways, let's get some cards. Let's see, you guys. Live your bliss. So yeah, the first card I get is live your bliss. No matter the chaotic situation that you are in, or no matter how chaotic the environment is, still make space for your bliss and live it. Live what makes you really happy, or what makes you really be excited about, Live your bliss. Let's get another card. This card is like really direct, so live your bliss. Do what makes you happy, right? Nine of Cups energy. Maybe you're gonna do that from now on. Like, I'm gonna live my bliss. I'm gonna do what makes me happy. instead of what others trying to impose onto me, you know, what would make me happy. So maybe your parents would say studying law or, you know, medicine would make you happy, but, you know, it wouldn't. Yukesh. Yukesh. Yurun. Kuruş. Kuru 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 kuru. Kuru. Yeah. Live your bliss. What else? Let's see, you guys. I'm so excited about this one. Spirit quartz, music. Wow, okay. Actually, before shooting this video, I have listened to some music. I have listened to Baby Mada. Maybe some of you may know. She's an American rapper. She's a very strong rapper, though. You should really check her out. I have listened to Baby Mada songs. So I listened to two of them. One was Demonology, and Nice Guy is also a really nice song by her, and also something like that. But you know, Baby Mother is really, she's a gem. I think she's Virgo. Anyways, so Spirit Quartz music, you may find some inspiration and some clarity on your life purpose, what you need to do to live your bliss through music. Or for some of you, really like your bliss, you have been looking for it, but it lies in music. So it's all about music, either singing, producing, right? Producing a mix, sometimes even like DJing. But here, Spirit Quartz Stone says to me, you know, what moves spirit, what creates bliss in a very short amount of time is actually music. Music is what connects all. Okay. What else, you guys? Okay. Facing your fears. When you listen to music, also like you become empowered by that and you become fearless. You leave the time, right? I mean, you are not constrained by time and space when you listen to music. So the next card I get is Facing Your Fears. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. So one of these ways is music, right? Because this card is not a coincidence, I'm feeling. It's very direct, like the other one. Music. Maybe this is a potent way at this time to listen to music, or yeah, maybe even play a music instrument, learn a music instrument. So look for those ways to create connection. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. Through music, we actually remember like who we are and what our potential really is, what true bliss is. I mean, not every music creates that. It's all about like the right time too, right? Maybe you listen to a music, a song, it's not gonna create an epiphany, but at a certain time, that song is exactly like what you need, and you are euphoric, and it's a different feeling every time, or sometimes. Yukish. Anyways, so this may be a time where you are facing your fears, confronting your devils. Sometimes it's inside, sometimes it's outside, sometimes we demonize others. It's interesting that I mentioned, you know, Demonology by Baby Mother, right? So people come to you to exercise their demons, either through an exorcist type of thing or exercising their demon, but more so like purifying their demons. So people come to you to purify their demons. Let's get one more card. Also, here I get the feeling, you know, in this, I mean, like this fish, I don't want to say it looks ugly, because nothing is ugly, right? Everything is different. But here I'm gonna go with the convenience of saying, you know, it kind of looks ugly, right? Maybe this fish is ashamed of himself. Maybe this fish doesn't like how he looks. So this may talk about, you know, some body issues, some issues related to your body, where you feel less than, where you get down on yourself, or yeah, where you're fearful of showing. So maybe you are kind of overweight in certain parts of your body, you don't like it, and you're fearful. It can happen to everyone, you guys. Nothing or no one is like really perfect, right? Even me, I may look like beautiful, or like health wise, look wise, I may look okay, but still I also have some like parts of my body I wanna hide, I am kind of ashamed about, and I'm trying to fix, etc. So this fish may be ashamed, but nevertheless it's choosing to go towards their bliss. So in order to live your bliss, in order to live a music like a ceremony or a music, live your life like music, at a certain point you really have to confront your devils. You face your fears when you stand authentically, when you stand up for yourself, when you deep down know who you are. You are perfect. So let's get one more card. Do I have it? Let's get one more card, you guys. Spirit of challenge. This may be a challenge for you to level up. This may be a challenge for you to really confront whatever is holding you back at this time. We all have it, right? At a certain time we realize there is a blockage, but it's not coming from outside. It's all in our mind. We created the blockage by our way of thinking, by our perspective. So you need to flex those brain muscles in a way to confront this challenge, confront the demon, I would say, because this really looks like demon to me. And I mean, Pikachu attached to a demon, but still a demon, electrifying demon. So the challenge is really to overcome the devil that you created for yourself. So fear is an illusion. Fear becomes the controlling machine, or like controlling devil. Yeah. Let's get some other cards, you guys. Okay. Let's get 4 more cards. Be yourself. So, in order to live your bliss, the spirit says, the key is like that you be yourself. Even in the Nike advertisements, I have been seeing that, right? You also have been seeing that. Just be yourself, just be yourself. When I was first like encountered that, I wasn't really like maybe in an authentic place, and I couldn't understand it. But you know, later on I really understood that is the key to joy, bliss, life purpose, money, abundance, everything. You can see that clearly in today's day and age. It's all about, it becomes all about, you know, self-expression, being who you are, being yourself, being authentic. So yeah, live your bliss, be yourself. Be unapologetic, I'm hearing. Be unapologetic. You have nothing to be sorry about, like you are perfect. Yes, you guys. Let's see. Citrin. Wow, okay. One of my favorite stones. Citrin. Citrin, you guys. It's about abundance. It's one of my favorite stones. I really like it. I actually have a citrin here. Citrin has different strains. I mean, it can look like quite different. This is a citrin. This is also, no, this is an aragonite. I also have another citrin. You guys, maybe I can show. In one of the other videos, I wanted to show, but I just didn't. This time I'm gonna show this one. This is from Turkey, meaning it's like locally produced in, locally found in somewhere. But yeah, let me just show it. It's kind of heavy and dangerous. But yeah, definitely work with like citrin. It's great for yeah, creating abundance, you guys. So also, like, spirit is telling me you feel very abundant when you listen to right music. You feel very abundant, very courageous. You can actually call in abundance through music. You can call in abundance through music. One of the eye-opening realizations that I had regarding my family, specifically my father, you know, was that my father, when I was small, my father would, you know, whistle. I don't know, like during the day, maybe for 1, 2, 3, 4 times, I would catch him, you know, whistling. Then later on in life, I actually realized it's very therapeutical to whistle away your worries. So you can comment down below, I am whistling away my worries. I'm whistling away my worries. I'm getting lighter. In fact, I realized that I am the light. So yeah, like, so whenever I feel like anxious, worried, depressed, etc., maybe my mind is stuck on something, I just start whistling, and within even like 1 minute of whistling, you will see that those clouds, you know, will dissipate. You will feel lighter. It's like, because it stops the mind, you guys. This is also what music does. Also, when you are very blissful, right? You are not operating with your mind. You leave the mind. You're in the spirit realm. That's maybe why music is associated with spirit quartz. So, yeah, I just remember whistling. And also there was a song by, if I'm not mistaken, Frankie Knuckles, Whistle Song. You can look it up. It's a song from 1991, I think. It's an old song, but just check it out. Whistle Song. Yeah, let's get another card. Today I feel very like, I like the energy. It's not always like that, but today I like it. Yes. Wow, okay. Interesting, because like this deck is an old deck. I had it for more than 2 years, you guys. I have used it a lot, but I never came across this card. This card never really popped up. Looking at the underbelly. Looking at the underbelly. I mean, maybe it talks about root chakra or the second chakra. Maybe. Looking at the underbelly. Let's see. Be sure that you are using your time in the best possible manner. Yeah, using your time effectively. You might consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you're working on could use some fine tuning. So, looking at the details and really looking at the details of your day to day and seeing how you're allocating your free time, how you're really making advantage of that time. Looking at the underbelly. Maybe you need some organization skills or some fine tuning. Yeah. Let's get one more card. Shaman of Courage. Shaman of Courage, you guys. So, in order to face this demon, either that you created or others created, it doesn't matter. But in order to overcome this challenge and fear, right? In order to face it, you really have to be courageous. And I think Shaman of Courage is near you, giving you that boost to be face that fear. Maybe that fear is public speaking. Maybe that fear is singing, right? But when you pass that, you start to live your bliss. You start to like be yourself. You start to be in the flow and very abundant, like music. I just wanted to clarify looking at the underbelly because I find this card a little bit not. I just couldn't connect this card. So let's get one more card. Let's see. Help appears in various ways. Help appears in various ways. So here I'm getting, so here I go, here I go, here I go. That's what you're gonna say. There was also a Baby Mother song actually. I just didn't remember the name, but I remembered the lyrics. So the song was like, oh, here I go, here I go, here I go, here I go. I know this bitches was looking for me. Yeah, I mean, bitches is looking for you. Everyone is looking for you. And you're coming to the stage and you're like, here I go, here I go. Maybe you have been absent or you have been fearful of the stage experience. You can take it as, being in the center stage of your life, showing yourself, being unapologetic for it, etc. But your time is coming where you're gonna say like, here I go, here I go. I know you bitches was looking for me. Help appears in various ways. There is much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift, you forget to look to the support systems that are with you continually. Sometimes orbs and fairies, your spirit guides, if you have a pet, sometimes your cat. Those are like your support systems. But sometimes we forget that we have help all around. It doesn't have to be physical, right? We feel alone, we crave human connection, or we have the fallacy of thinking that help only comes through people, but it doesn't have to be. Sometimes it comes through music. So, yeah. Let's get some tarot cards on this. I'll be using a Turkish tarot deck. I really like this deck because this is like not a translation of a foreign deck to Turkish. It's actually like the art, illustration, everything is created by a Turkish artist. And this deck is about old Turkish movies, you guys. Turkish movies from like 1970s, 80s. So that period in Turkish movies is called Yeşilçam. Old Turkey is called Yeşilçam. So this is Yeşilçam Tarot. Yeşilçam, Yeşilçam. So anyways, let's get some cards from here. You are gonna be celebrated. You are going into victory. So I get the Six of Wands. Six of Wands talks about victory, success, right? And it's on top of the live your bliss and be yourself. So you're really close to living your bliss, being authentically who you are, or you choosing to do what makes you happy, you choosing to be in an environment or create an environment where you're gonna be yourself is really gonna create victory, recognition, and a lot of level up energy, people respecting you, people respecting you. This is like a high rank military officer, you can think. Or maybe even you will meet with people higher ups and people from like who is holding a lot of power when you start doing this. Let's see. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles. Maybe at this time you are really like thinking about an how can I have a come up in my career? How can I have a come up in my life? So you may be working on a talent here because Eight of Pentacles is like a really a workaholic energy, but it's also about like your talents and what you're really good at, what you really focus on and good at. So this is like you're gonna create a lot of abundance. Maybe through music, I don't know. I don't want to stuck my mind on, it has to be music. It doesn't have to be, right? It doesn't have to be. It just needs to move your spirit. Like whatever this new endeavor, let's say, it just needs to, like music, move your spirit. So you may have found this recently and be like, okay, like this is what I'm gonna work on and I'm gonna create a lot of abundance from this. So this is getting my undivided attention. Keep your head low and just privately keep working on it. What else? A lot of Pentacles energy. Now I get Seven of Pentacles. So this is a long-term thing or a long-term project. It's gonna have a life of its own, like Tamagotchi. It's gonna have a life of its own. As long as you work on it, as long as you like put everything into it, every bit of your energy, and as long as you water it. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, this is about fashion. Or, yeah, like creating a clothing line, fashion, cloth designer. But again, there is a lot of potential for victory, success, abundance, and money in whatever this is. But it's kind of clouded by your own devil, clouded by your own inner saboteur or your fears, worries, and you know, your fears. Yeah. Moon card, you guys. So it may be a period where you are not given every outcome, where you're not able to control everything, or where you're not certain about certain things. But thing about fear is that you just have to jump off the cliff, right? Let's say when you're doing bungee jumping, when you feel the most intense fear, that's the time when you actually have to jump. So, moon card. This is actually a very terrifying, let's say, a monster or a ghost or a monster from a Turkish movie. And when I was small, you guys, I actually watched this movie. I just don't remember its name. And this was the most terrifying. So think about like horror movies, right? It was like kind of like a horror movie, and I remember I would hide behind the couch when this monster appeared. So this is depicted in that way, but it was really scary, you guys. I wish like I could show. Yeah, I think I'm gonna show this monster, demon, whatever it is. Let me just try to find it, and I'll be finishing. I'll be closing this reading. So it was called Gulyabani, and even the music of that Gulyabani scene in the movie was like really scary. Yeah, I found it, I think. I'm gonna show you.
Ömrüm denizlerde geçti. Bu merete de o yüzden alıştım. Saatinize.
Afiyet olsun.
Denizciler biraz çapkın olurlar. Ama ben onlar...
So this is what I called Yeşilçam, so old Turkish movies. But let's find the scene where this monster appears, if I can. Hold on, you guys. I hope I will find it. It's not directly that scene, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you have seen, but yeah, it's one of the biggest movie monsters from my childhood, you guys. Anyways, I think this is kind of enough for today. Yeah. Should I add one more card? Should I add it, you guys? Maybe not. I'm kind of indecisive now. Yeah, maybe not, you guys. I hope you had a pleasant time with me. I hope that also like day by day you face your fears and you realize how beautiful you are, how perfect you are, and you have nothing to be ashamed about, and you are more powerful than you give yourself credit to. That was it from Fairy Blood Tarot. If you like the content, don't forget to like it. Leave a comment out of grace, you guys. It really helps the channel grow. It's one of the key factors. Also, you're more than welcome to join the Fairy Blood family. So until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Namaste.